This segment of the Alice Stewart Show is brought to you by Aero Plumbing. For all your household or business plumbing needs, call Aero Plumbing at 1-866-PLUMBER or schedule an appointment online at aeroplumbing.net.
And we're back on the Alice Stewart Show, 7:35, 25 minutes until 8 o'clock. Sun is up. Awesome morning for a morning run. Any morning's a good time for a run. And a lot of folks are doing just that, getting ready for the next big Little Rock Marathon. And if you want to get involved in the official training program, you now have your marching orders. And here to command you where you should be and when you should be there is the executive director of the Little Rock Marathon, Geneva Lamm. She joins us with more. Geneva, good morning.
Good morning, Alice.
I'm good. I'm glad you could join us. And let me just say, you and the other chick in charge there at the Little Rock Marathon, Gina Ferris, you guys have this down to a science. You have a training program that walks people from start to the finish line. And it's interesting. There's kind of an informal group of training that already began. I went a few weeks ago, and there are already a lot of folks that are getting together to train and so kind of socialize too. How was that part of this process?
Well, a long time ago when we started the race, Tom and Hobbit Singleton, they came on board. They were actually, they had a great coach when they were coaches for the Arthritis Foundation, hint, hint. So we brought them on board to take on the challenge of creating a training program on a large scale, and they've done that. And so what we try to do is prepare people for the training schedule. We go from couch potato to athlete, marathoner, half marathoner, in the span of about 26 weeks, maybe. And this was what their mission was a long time ago, and they've kind of kept that going. And so the build-up program builds people up for the first distance that starts on the first training weekend, the official training. So it sounds kind of complicated, but it's not.
It's really easy if you just show up and they get you going. And You're here to talk about the informal meeting slated for next Tuesday, August 19th.
Right.
It's at 6 o'clock at the center at University Park. Correct. And we'll put this link up on the website and folks can get to it. But what is the purpose of this informal training meeting?
Well, Tom and Hobbit they're I would call them they're uber athletes is what I like to refer to them as. But they don't look like your typical marathoner, and they have specialized in adult onset marathoning. And what they basically
for those who suffer with the symptoms of early onset adult marathon sickness.
Yeah, and what they do is they just kind of take the fear, they try to take the fear factor out of training for a marathon. And not that it's just easy peasy, but if you follow the schedule and trust them, you're going to get to the finish line. They kind of debunk all of the myths. I think when people see both Tom and Hobbit, they're real people. They have real jobs, real lives that are not,
and they're real nice.
And they're really nice. Mama Hobbit and Captain Dom, but they really care. They coach for us 51 weeks a year. We can't get them to stop. They just started it, about 14 years ago, and they keep going. And when people come to the training meeting, they'll kind of get the way it all works. And it's a time for them, for all of the new people to ask questions of Tom and Hobbit. And trust me, there are no stupid answers. There are no stupid questions.
Right.
There might be stupid answers, but there are no stupid questions. They've heard it all. They've done it all. All of us at some point in time have done something that, seems really stupid, but that's what makes you a better coach, and that's what kind of gives you the fundamentals for being able to complete a marathon.
Right.
And they're very, very, very successful. They've done it thousands of times and helps people complete their race.
Yeah, they're great, and they stress that athletes of every level of fitness and ability and desire and goals, everyone is welcome. And the good thing is the training program is it's really year-round because a lot of these folks like each other and they like the socialization of getting together, and that's part of it.
It's a family.
It is. It is. And
it's a family.
It is. It is. We could start a cell phone group with the marathon group. And I want to remind folks the informal training meeting is next Tuesday, August 19th at 6 at the Center at University Park. And you can go to the Facebook page, Alice Stewart Show, and we'll put that up. Also, littlerockmarathon.com has all of this. But it's free. And as for those that are planning to participate in the race, but the official training, starts on September 15th. So what can folks expect there?
Well, the official training, when it starts, the schedules are online. I think the half marathon schedule, the official training starts, I want to say in early October, late September. But what it does, they start you at a distance, and then they build you up slowly over time to handle that distance. And, I guess when I started training for marathons eons ago, I thought I had to be this, Kenyan to be able to do a marathon. I thought I had to be in shape. I thought I had to, have all this stuff, the preconceived ideas we have about marathoning. I think that's going away to some extent now, but years ago when I started doing marathons, you had this in your mind that you wanted to be able to, run 15 miles the first time out, and that's not the case. We build up over time, and I think that's the success of the training program, and it's really realistic, and it's made for people that have jobs, kids, lives, other activities they like to do. It's not something that's all-consuming.
Right.
But because of the joy of it, for some people it's all-consuming, but for the most part, it's very doable, that you just have to be realistic about it.
Yep, it begins with that first step, and that mental toughness, and Hobbit and Tom and Bill Torrey will walk you right through it. So, and the marathon itself is March 1st of next year. Yes, and
people think that you can do it in 2 weeks, and some people think it takes a whole year. But I would encourage people just to come to the informational meeting and decide for yourself, because when you look at the programming, you look at what's all involved, they kind of take all of the preconceived ideas that people have about completing a marathon.
Absolutely. And it is certainly doable if you set your mind to it. Geneva Lamm, Little Rock Marathon Executive Director. Thank you, Geneva. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. And if you want more information about the marathon itself or this training program, you can go to littlerockmarathon.com. We also have that up on our Facebook page. So get involved in something that's really fun. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it's hard to believe 10-year anniversary of the Fayetteville Shell, which has been a tremendous economic boost to the state. We'll talk with Kevin Bruce, America's Natural Gas Alliance Southern Director, about what this means for Arkansas and what's the future of natural gas, coming up here on the program. This segment of the Alice Stewart Show brought to you by Arrow Plumbing. For all of your household or business plumbing needs, call Arrow Plumbing, 1-866-PLUMBER, or schedule an appointment online at arrowplumbing.net.